Hi, my name is David, artist of Team Vania, and welcome to this demo showcase of our police training AR game. Due to an NDA agreement, we sadly cannot show everything we wanted to show, but we'll show a whole lot that is allowed within our NDA agreement. So we'll be talking about multiple topics today. We'll be talking about what our game is, where our game can be used, the cost of our game and how it can improve efficiency and costs for the people that use it, and how it works, as well as showing some gameplay footage in different locations that it works and actually showing you some stuff about the game itself. Our game is an app for your mobile phone that uses augmented reality technology to create an environment where policemen can practice their aim, efficiency and effectiveness anywhere and anytime. As you can see, it uses the camera of the mobile phone to register your surroundings and then place objects on your telephone screen. You use your phone as a shooting device too, sending out projectiles on the screen that once they hit the enemies, they play their hit animation and you get it added to your score. Our app can be used in any open place at any time where you want. It's incredibly efficient as the policemen can train anywhere and do not need to hire shooting ranges continuously. The only thing you need is a phone with a working camera. It works in a way where the game places objects on your screen through what it sees on the camera, some of them being interactive and some of them you can use to your advantage. This game makes training not only efficient but also cheaper. Think about the resources that go into a shooting range. The hole, continuously replacing the targets, guns, training bullets, it's a lot. With our product, we can almost cut these costs entirely, as these are now digitally generated and very cheap to use. This product helps policemen increase their reflexes and their aim via digital means that we tested with various people, including policemen. Now sadly we cannot show footage or results with you due to our NDA, and this is classified information because it involves policemen, but what we can say is their scores kept increasing even though the targets spawn in random areas. That means that, that when they played the game more, their reflexes and their aim improved steadily. Alright, so voiceover Dan here, and I'll be talking along with you and sharing some details and information alongside with the gameplay that I'm going to show you now. So we first moved to a very foresty area because as you can see here we're doing the target shooting game. We wanted to do that because a forest is in a very open area and we wanted to see whether or not it would work within an area that has a lot of trees, that has a lot of woods and not a lot of open area. But it seemed to work very well. It spawned in what it had to spawn in, and it did what it had to do. As you can see here, a little cut in the edit, I switched over game modes that spawn in all the targets that actually shoot back and that animate and that are modeled by ourselves. And as you can see, a little glitch there, but as you can see it works very well. They need to be where they have to be, and there we go, another little cut. So the next thing we wanted to do is you can see me running around back and forth here, but what we wanted to do was that to see and test and if the and show that even when you would run around that the images would stay at the same place. And that was actually a really fun thing to do because I could be running up and down, but it was that just showed how much we stabilized and improved our AR system. And as you can see here, we moved to an open area, and first I wanted to just test the general AR stabilization and play with that. So as you can see here, it is a very a little experiment. You can see the camera, I was accidentally hiding behind the bushes, but that's fine. So yeah, the AR is very stable. As you can see here we again did the little target mini game, but we wanted to throw in a twist because we thought, like, you know what, the targets are doing fine, they're being spawned in and everything is happening. What happens if and you can see me walking around, what happens if I walk backwards? So if I go up very close to the targets, would it still work properly? And as you can see, it works very well. I can hit the targets, I can shoot at them, and I still get my points. But then we got the idea, hey, what if I step to the back right there, what would it do then? Would it then still work? So here you see I'm quite a distance away from the targets, but yeah, it still works very, very nicely. Oh shit, I shouldn't eat it. But yeah, it still works very nicely. Collision works, shooting works, and that is very, very important. So you can train at different distances, you can train in different angles in different situations. We gives you a lot more freedom to train. As you can see, I was very focused on getting a high score there. Alright, so I don't know what my cameraman... Okay, so I didn't know what my cameraman did here, but I actually wanted to test if AR was actually that stable even when you stood in a continuous movement. So I went on a swing, I loaded up the app, and I was like, okay, so would it still be able to function properly if you're moving continuously, also in varying heights? But as you can see, the targets spawn in, and I could still shoot them, even though it was a little bit very, very difficult to shoot them while you were... Oh, I accidentally knocked something over. While you were swinging around, so that was definitely an added difficulty factor. But yeah, that just shows you that I'm not a trained policeman. But yeah, it definitely works, even when you're like moving and swinging around, and when the camera keeps shaking and moving. So that shows that we have really stabilized on AR. We have really created something with AR, and something that actually helps practice. So it's something we're very, very proud of, and very, very happy about the end result. So yeah, that's about it, I guess.